Alright everyone, welcome back to the Witcher 1 Enhanced Edition Part 4. So, while we were off screen, I did a little bit of potion making. I topped off my swallow potions, made some more Tawny Owl potions, and just cleared out my inventory, put some stuff in storage, and did things like that. So, now we should be able to finish up dealing with the last person the Reverend wanted us to talk to, Odo, and then we can deal with Luvarden's friend's remains, and then we can continue on with the main quest with Abigail and the other people. So let's go ahead and get that started.
No mercy! Be alert.
So this is where that unknown potion I made is going to come into play. Since it's the Wives' Tear potion, it'll let us come sober again, because this guy's going to make us get drunk.
From the blood and dents, this armor's a warrior's. But this fatso's more familiar with tankard than sword.
Who goes there?
I'm a witcher, a monster slayer.
Why into my home armed? I have nothing worth stealing.
Calm down. I've no desire to hurt you. I just need to ask you a few questions.
I don't talk to strangers.
I'm Geralt. Now you know my name.
Have a drink with me, Master Garavant. I detest spies, and we all know spies don't drink.
Let's drink then.
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
Of course.
He told us to question strangers. A ring of the eternal fire. Must be from the Reverend.
The Reverend sent me to help you.
He's always thinking of me. I have this gardening problem.
I'm no gardener.
Let me finish. Some time ago, strange plants erupted in my garden. These plants, they're alive. Useful they were at first, devouring moles and insects.
What's the problem then?
Now they're as big as a man with giant branches. Luckily, they're buried underground in daytime, but I'm afraid to go near.
I'll see what I can do for 120 orens.
I'll pay 50 orens. Let's drink to that.
$120 and not an oren less.
2 weeds for 70 orens.
I said 120.
I need to live. I need to drink. My final offer is 80. Cheers.
Strong stuff. How about 100?
Deal. One last shot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'll immediately kick you outside after he gets you drunk, and then you have to fight both the Echinopsi that show up. You don't have a choice, so it doesn't give you a chance to rest, so that's why I made this handy little potion right here, so we'll go ahead and drink that. And we're not drunk anymore.
Speak your mind.
I've slain the monsters in the garden. Pay up.
You want your 80 orens? Here.
We agreed on 100.
We drank some ale, but my memory rarely deceives me.
Now listen here.
All right, here's your coin. I told you not to slay monsters while drunk at night, but you insisted. You frighten me.
I risk my neck for you and you try to cheat me. Don't forget to tell the Reverend I helped you.
Okay, we're going to talk to this guy a little bit more and find out some more about him, and then we're going to do dice poker with him. The last dice poker of this chapter, thank God. And that should be about it.
Speak your mind.
You a soldier?
What's it to you?
I noticed that suit of armor.
My brother's. He fought at Brenner and other places. Oh, I detest soldiers, except my brother.
Relax, I'm no soldier.
Speak your mind.
Later.
So it seems he has a suit of armor over there, and he has man-eating plants growing out of his garden, and his brother is missing. So I'm pretty sure most of you can piece together what happened to his brother.
Speak your mind.
Odo, it seems you wanted to cheat Mr. Gervant.
What? When?
Weed it out, you hypocrite. Zoltan told me you play dice gladly.
Speak your mind.
Alright, some rare instances of luck there. Alright, so we've finished Dice Poker the Novice. We beat everyone in this chapter we need to advance to the next level once we get to chapter 2. Now all we gotta do is we gotta sleep until... Yeah, this is your other hint about what happened to his brother.
That dog seems to be looking for something. Watch those Echinops thorns, pup. What are you guarding?
So now we're gonna head back over to the inn and... here's the beast again. So yeah, like I keep trying to say, we're gonna head back to the inn, we're gonna sleep until kind of brief. We're gonna head back to the inn, sleep until noon, talk to Luvarden so we can pick up the second part of his quest where we bury his friend, and then we'll finally go have a talk with the Reverend.
Damn, I'm thirsty. No need to rush.
Who's this?
Why, hello.
Be alert.
Any news?
These are your friend's remains.
What killed him?
Echinopse.
I don't know what that is, but I trust you'll fulfill the deal and bury the body.
But we agreed.
We agreed. A decent burial, or I won't pay.
What's decent?
Lacking anything better, the crypt beneath the Reverend's church.
Stand still.
Any news?
Go ahead and sell these 2 rings I don't need.
No need to rush.
What can I do for you?
Forgot to pick up something else. Gonna need to make another coating for another big fight that's gonna be coming up. Gonna swing by Abigail's hut real quick and pick up the Spectre oil coating that I forgot to pick up, and then we're gonna go to the Reverend and have a chat.
God.
What do you want?
Can I ask you something?
If you must.
Do you have any magic against phantom hounds?
What about your sword? I heard witchers carry 2. A silver blade for monsters and steel for humans.
Both are for monsters. Unfortunately, I lack the silver one.
I know of an ointment. When it coats your blade, you'll cause grievous harm even to specters. The formula will cost you 30 orens. You'll need Nazen salt, Gnatzid's acid, winestone, and lard. I can sell you these ingredients.
Thanks.
You can replace the Nazen salt with hellebore petals if you wish.
Alright, we're off to see the Reverend now. And unfortunately, since it's daytime, we move a lot slower, so... And on our way there, we'll pick up the last sex card in the game that we'll be getting from a random NPC. And there'll be one more after this, but it's going to be with a major character. I also figured since I already have plenty of money to begin with, I'll go ahead and grab that blue meteorite, and we'll be picking up another red meteorite later. I'll just go ahead and craft the better sword just to show you guys once, and also it'll give us an edge up on the beast when we eventually fight it, so why not?
Curses!
Witcher! What do you sell?
Anything, really, but in these hard times I have a rather limited selection.
Show me.
The custom is always right.
The beast will come for us.
Interesting. The loan shark who lived by the bridge tore him to
Hide your
bits.
women!
Impossible.
The beast summoned it.
Speak quickly.
The cries were heard throughout.
I carried the eternal fire to all the chapels.
The beasts still haunt us!
I told you it wouldn't work. Where's my payment?
Ah, yes, your payment. The curse must be stronger than I thought. Doubtless caused by that witch, Abigail. An evil woman.
A witch? Maybe she can tell us more.
She brought the beast and all other calamities upon us.
Perhaps, but I'd rather speak with her first.
We must know from whence the beast came. Learn the truth.
I will, for 300 orens.
Our community's poor. Perhaps 200?
So be it.
Okay, now we should be able to talk about
Speak
Luvarden's
quickly.
friend.
I'd like to bury a man in the crypt beneath the church.
You ignited the eternal fire. I'm grateful.
So it's a deal?
Inside the crypt lies a crumbling sarcophagus.
Crumbling?
Rather dig a ditch?
I'll take the sarcophagus.
Freak or not, you may prove.
Okay, so before you go in here, you're going to want to go ahead and use the Spectre oil on your sword, because we're going to be fighting a pretty powerful Spectre. Let's go ahead and loot the church while we're at it, because, why not? Never said I was a great person to begin with.
Remember me?
I do. You chased me, you and your ghastly hunting party.
I do still, though chase isn't the word.
Why is that?
My task is to see destiny fulfilled.
Say I believe you. Will you tell me my destiny?
Destiny is a double-edged sword. You are one edge, the other is...
There is no destiny. Only coincidence, blind chance.
You doubt destiny. Do you not believe a child marked by destiny will pass through the Witcher's trials? You will give me what you already have, but do not expect. Does that sound familiar?
So here, if you deny that destiny exists, but then try to call him on his bluff by promising to give him what I have, but do not expect, you can avoid a fight entirely. But we don't really want to avoid a fight here, because you actually get something really good when you fight the Spectre, so you might as well just go after him.
No.
If destiny holds no sway, repeat my statement.
Think again.
I shall ever be on your trail. Endrian va sauv leo turvle.
You mock destiny. You mock it and trifle with it. Destiny is a double-edged sword. You are one edge, and the other is death? No. It's we who die, because of you. Unable to catch you, death contents itself with us. Death stalks you, following in your footsteps, White Wolf. But others die because of you.
Yep, so this gives us our red meteorite to finish up making our new sword. And that's the end of that. We'll go ahead and turn it into Luvarden and make our sword, and then we'll pretty much be finishing up this chapter.
Bastard Meekle made another pass at me.
We're gonna go ahead and look for a lady in a green shirt.
Greetings, handsome traveller.
First kind words I've heard around here.
I like travellers. One showered me with flowers. Last I got tulips, my beloved called me the most beautiful. You find me fetching.
What do you say we find a nook somewhere?
Hey, me.
Alright, now we get to do the long walk back to the inn again.
Flat. Any news?
I buried your friend.
Sad to end in some forgotten village.
It was a decent burial.
Then I can leave with a clear conscience.
Forgetting something?
Your 200 orens.
I'm just shy of hitting level 10.
What can I do for you?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more alchemy before we continue with of monsters and men. I'm gonna go ahead and make one potion that we shouldn't have the recipe for again, but it comes in really handy with fighting the end boss for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it since I know how to make it. So this is called a Willow Potion. It increases your knockdown resistance and your resistance to getting stunned, which the end boss of this will be doing a lot, so it really helps. And we're also going to make one more Spectre Oil for when we fight the end boss again, so that should be about it. I'm going to switch to Midnight real quick and kill a few things just so we can push ourselves over to level 10 just because it's bugging me. Alright, and the game just crashed. Yeah, even though this game's still fairly stable compared to a lot of old games from its time, it'll still crash every now and again. Thankfully, autosave and me quick saving a lot helps. Hang on one second, I'm going to make sure the recording's still working. Yep, we're good. Sorry about that. The game, you gotta remember this game's still pretty old, so the fact that it still runs this well to begin with is kind of shocking.
You should have surrendered. Be alert.
There we go, level 10.
What do you want?
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and start working on the strong silver tree because we're gonna need it in chapter 2 when we finally get our silver sword, because the grinding session over there requires some pretty tough enemies that we're gonna have to deal with. So I'll just go ahead and do that. We're pretty much maxed out on all the good stuff bronze-wise. There's a few things I could pick up in stamina and dexterity that would probably be nice, but I think we're about set for that, so go ahead and work on this main quest.
What do you want?
I need to know where the beast came from.
Why ask me?
Aren't witches wise in the ways of magic?
Yes, but this beast is beyond me. Although I know someone else.
Who would that be?
The boy Alvin. He's a strong source and a diviner. What he knows we could not hope to imagine. However, if I were to give him a certain potion...
Won't it hurt him?
No need to fret, he'll be fine. Bring me the petals of 5 white myrtle and your questions will be answered. Myrtle grows outside the village. If you lack knowledge of herbs, I have this book. It's yours for a price. What do you want?
I gathered the myrtle petals.
Excellent. Now to prepare the potion.
How is it made?
Interested in witches' secrets, are you? The recipe is yours if you swear to take it to your grave.
I swear.
Draw close and listen. Blend 2 ounces of cadaverine with the myrtle petals. Speak your name backwards, turn about 3 times leftwards, spit into the fire and stir the potion again.
Complicated.
I knew witches' magic would be beyond the mind of a man. Grant me a moment to finish the potion.
See you later.
So, you don't actually have to wait, you just have to go through a load screen. So just walk outside and walk back in and she'll be done.
What do you want?
Is the potion ready?
Yes. Alvin, drink this. Tastes bitter. No complaining. Now, speak. Abigail, I'm afraid. Why'd they skin the puppy? Why'd they hurt him? He was gentle. He hurt no one. And the girl from outside the village, she screamed horribly, unlike any human.
Bad children, torturing the witch's puppy again. Innocent blood. Evil faces twisted by drink and desire. Plow her well. Show her you're a man. Blood-stained gold. The beast is born! Death. The final judgment. The beast has met its end once. It doesn't fear death. It is death. How will you defeat human villainy? With your sword? You who died and still walk amongst the living. Who has summoned me?
Enough. This could end badly. Abigail, break the trance.
As you wish. By the power of the 7 spheres, leave this body. I compel you. Begone! Oh, I'm sleepy. Alvin, go to bed. Geralt, another witcher, Berengar, preceded you. He left these missives.
Thanks. Farewell.
Alright, she gave us the Hellhound Soul, so when we take out the beast at the end of this chapter, we'll get to make another special potion like we did with the Frightener, which will let us get an extra silver talent, so we can actually start picking up silver talents. Okay, now we're off to speak to the Reverend again, and then pretty much once you talk to the Reverend right now, any side quests you have or anything you wanted to do inside the country you'll be unable to complete because main story stuff happens there, which affects stuff there, and we'll no longer have access to our storage or anything. Oh, right, that reminds me, we never crafted the sword. Should probably do that real quick.
Yes?
So yeah, this is pretty expensive. This is why I normally don't recommend you do this, but since this is a walkthrough and trying to be complete playthrough, I'll show you everything. So this will make us a meteorite sword, which does 20% more damage than our regular sword, and a chance of critical effect pain, which only works against humans, really. It doesn't do very well against monsters, but oh well. And this is our brand new shiny sword. So with that, the Willow, Swallow, Tawny Owl, and the Spectre Oil, we should be able to make short work of the beast.
Where's my cat?
My legs hurt.
I'd love a bite to eat.
I'm so clever. I'm sleepy. I'm a drownerette. Interesting.
Speak quickly. Odo's and Heron's monsters are gone. For Mikkel, I cleared the Crypt of Ghouls.
I must admit I'm impressed. You may yet defeat Salamandra.
To do that, I need to know where to find them.
I will say nothing until you eliminate the beast, Witcher. That is my condition.
I know where the beast comes from.
Was it summoned by the witch?
The beast appeared because of human wickedness. To slay it, I'll need to identify the guilty.
There may be wisdom in your words. When sheep run astray, the good shepherd must bring them back onto the righteous path. Otherwise they fall prey to wolves. I'll learn all I can to defeat the beast. I must gather all the villagers. Here's your prize, Witcher. 200 orens.
I've done all you asked. Where's the Salamandra hideout?
Go to the inn, where a group of Salamandra's service has taken over. They hide in the old house. Olaf will have the key. And Witcher?
Yes?
Nothing. May the eternal fire shine on your soul.
Tell the villagers to stay at home now. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
If there's one thing this game needs, it's some way to go faster in between areas. Because even though there's still a pretty decent running pace, I still think we run probably faster in this than we do in Knights of the Old Republic, at least until once you get force speed. But it would be nice if you could speed this up a little bit. I think there are a few mods for it, but they kind of break combat if you do it, because you can fly around the area really fast and avoid stuff, which kind of makes things unfair for the enemies.
No! Leave me alone!
Ooh, little dove, call us a different tune.
Keep your hands off me!
She is feisty. Say, let's do what we did unto Mickle's girl, Ilsa. What a screamer. You knew too? He likely told you to wait like us. Let's have our way with this little chickie.
It so happens that this lady is with me. None of you will touch her.
So you say? We aim to have our fun and you won't stop us.
Is that so?
Should have run when you had the chance.
Geralt, you arrived just in time.
Are you all right?
I am now. They surprised me. All the peasants ran out and I was trapped. They killed the innkeeper.
That's the last time they hurt anyone.
That was some swift sword work. As for me, I'm done delaying. I need to get to Vizima. I hope to see you there.
Let me walk you to the gate. These roads can be dangerous.
No, you need to deal with the salamanders. Don't worry about me. I'll wait for you here. Make them suffer, Geralt. For me.
I'll come back for you, Shani.
I'll be waiting.
The innkeeper. I should check his pockets.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the people in this town, but they're very rape happy for some reason. And yeah, this is why you want to make sure you're done everything before you start of Monsters and Men, because Innkeeper dies and everyone runs off and hides in their houses.
I'll wait for you here. Go.
Now we're going to head over here to the one of the houses, abandoned houses that was locked that we couldn't get into.
Where's your tribute?
What tribute?
I mean the kids, fool.
Let me pass.
No tribute, no entry.
This is pointless.
Die, shit-eater!
Okay, make sure you're ready when you go in here because you're going to be surrounded on all sides by Salamandra, so you're going to want Group Steel, and you're probably going to want either Ingi or Ard and to be able to either do a coup de grace or just set them on fire and get them to panic.
Those crates look familiar, like Heron's goods that I saved from the drowners. The son of a bitch is trading with Salamandra.
You took your time.
You have something of mine.
No longer, I'm afraid. And you, like your predecessor, you work for rapists and murderers. Enjoying it?
Where's Berengar?
That dolt ran off. But during our brief acquaintance, he was certainly more talkative than you. No wonder, given Azar Javed's persuasiveness.
Who's Azar Javed?
A powerful mage. You're no match for him.
We'll see.
Your courage isn't lacking, Witcherette. We'll see how you fare after Azar gets you.
Did you say I work for murderers?
That lice-ridden village hick Odo came to us for advice on how to kill a warrior. We said someone so pathetic could only fight soldiers in dreams.
This is a scintillating conversation, but it's time for some action.
We don't have what you seek. It's not here. They took it straight to our base in Vizima.
Too bad. Let's dance.
All together! At him!
You're...
That was some neat sword work.
Alvin, why are you here?
The Reverend sent me to this deserted house. He said someone would be waiting there for me.
That son of a... I'm glad you're safe.
I overheard them saying we'd be taken to Vizima.
To Vizima? That's where I need to go to find Salamandra. Follow me. We'll find a way out of this cave.
That wall looks pretty thin. Maybe we can break it down.
Let's try.
Yeah, Alvin will pretty commonly get into trouble pretty much throughout the entirety of the game. He'll always end up kidnapped or stolen or something like that, pretty much all throughout the game. You get some pretty good stuff in here from all these crates too. So we also pick up 2 copies of the Tawny Owl, so this gives us Tawny Owl, Bindweed, and White Honey. Bindweed is useful when fighting the acid base. I think for the, not sure if I think the Equinops are poisonous, so I think Bindweed goes good with them. And this is the part of the cave we could have accessed later, but there was no point because there wasn't anything in here, and this passage was blocked.
Why did you come here, Witcher?
Why are you here, witch?
I'm brewing up another spell. Why?
Lots of smoke in your magic.
Mighty ingredients make mighty spells. Mighty enough for the whole village.
Why are you doing this?
The angry mob has come. Burn the witch, they cry. She has summoned the beast. I must defend myself.
Men summoned the beast with their wicked deeds.
I'm not surprised. Honest Mikkel violated Ilsa. She took her own life.
You profited from the poison.
Odo killed his brother for coin. The Reverend exiled his daughter when she became pregnant. Now she whores herself in Vizima. Heron sold a squirrel to the guards for gold.
You knew but did nothing.
They trade their gold for poisons and other potions. No business of mine how they're used.
It's clear why the beast haunts you. I need to expose the guilty. Stay here while I speak to those outside.
Don't let them harm me. My sins are not as great as they say.
Really?
Learn for yourself if you like. We're alone. We have some time.
Abigail, I was drawn to you from the start.
Alright, and that's our last sex card for the game. It's a little awkward that Alvin was here, but, you know, hopefully he didn't see anything. So before we walk out here, we're going to want to go ahead and apply Spectre Oil to our sword. And I'm going to go ahead and do one of the bindweed potions.
Burn the devil's mistress!
Let the bitch die in pain!
The witch hides within. Let the eternal fire consume her sinful body, and we'll be rid of the beast.
Not so fast. She must be judged fairly.
That bitch ruined my life! She cast her spells on my brother, wanted to steal him and his gold. My brother scorned her, so she did the devil's magic on me, used me to kill him! The treachery!
I came across a doll that resembled you in her hut.
I dream of it even now! Her magic committing the murder! She should die!
Your brother was a warrior. You're nothing but a drunk. How could you have killed him unless he was sleeping?
Why listen to him, Reverend? He's a mutant, a freak, a witcher.
What are your charges, Haran?
She made me a hawker. She promised herself to me if I helped the Scoia'tael. I detest non-humans, but I had to trade with them.
You've done all right for yourself.
Gold isn't everything. There are principles to abide by.
So yeah, most of these people are delusional and they're trying to blame their problems on Abigail, even though she's pretty much had nothing to do with it. So you have the choice of either siding with the villagers or siding with Abigail. I think it's pretty obvious to side with Abigail, considering most of them are pretty horrible people to begin with.
You trade with bandits who kidnap children. I don't believe one word of what you say.
Have you made your decision?
What do you think, Reverend?
The witch used Odo and Haran. She poisoned Ilsa.
Mikkel raped Ilsa, who took her own life.
Abigail should have departed long ago, but stayed to exact revenge for the evil fate that befell her. She used the devil's magic on these simple people and summoned the beast.
Shut up, you bastard. You lead this band of rogues, so you must know they sell children to the salamanders, and you knew about the rape and murder. I spit on you. You're all the same. All guilty.
You'll regret this.
I'm getting Abigail. Return to your homes.
Since the beginning of time, woman has been the nest of all evil, the tool of chaos, party to the conspiracy against the world and the human race. Woman is ruled solely by corporal lust. To satisfy her insatiable hunger and unnatural desires, she gladly serves demons.
They intend to kill us.
Don't be afraid.
There she is! Burn the foul witch!
No one is burning anyone.
Friends, they wish to scare us. Fear not. They're helpless as long as we stand together.
Is that so?
Begone, Witcher, and leave the witch, or we'll burn you too.
I'd like to see you try, pleb.
Ah!
Shove off, and maybe I'll let you be. You have two options. Wait until I leave and then murder Abigail, but then I'll come back. I'll slay every lice-ridden peasant, anything that moves and can't climb a tree. Or you can try to lead honorable lives, clear your conscience, start again, like humans. The choice is yours.
Thank you, Geralt.
Let's go. We need to deal with the beast.
So pretty much for this fight, you're going to be fighting the Beast, and he'll just keep summoning Barghest until he's dead. Abigail will try to help you out and heal you, and yeah, that's about it. So we got the Willow on for immunity to stun and knockbacks, Swallow, and we got the Spectre Oil, so hopefully we should be able to take him down. You want to try to hit him with Ard and see if you can stun him and one-hit him. Then the villagers come out and then try to take on Abigail.
Helping that whore was your last mistake. Die, bloody mutant!
I've enough strength for the two of you.
Odo, grab the pitchfork!
Alright, and we killed everyone. Don't forget to loot the Beast for his special ingredient. Go ahead and get the permit from the Reverend.
Geralt, what would have happened to me without your aid? I'm glad you found it in yourself to believe me.
Who would I be otherwise?
Thank you. Farewell.
Make sure you loot all these guys too, because they've got quite a bit of cash on them. Alright, now we're off to the inn to pick up Shani, and then we're gonna head into the city now that we finally got the permit from the Reverend. Yeah, it's this thing right here. Yeah, at the beginning of the fight when I paused, it's because I realized for some reason, even though I took the Willow Potion before I left the cave, somehow the cutscene made it wear off, even though it didn't even transition from nighttime.
Geralt, are you all right? I was so worried.
I'm fine. I'll tell you what happened on the way to Vizima. I'm done with this village.
So am I.
I hope I never return. It's unfathomable how many criminals live here.
These are hardly pleasant times, Geralt. The plague, impending wars.
Still, I'm astounded. Do you know how the beast came to be?
No.
They unknowingly created it with their misdeeds. A powerful sorcerer couldn't have matched it. And all they needed was hatred, baseness, and greed.
It sounds like a fairy tale.
Every tale contains a grain of truth. Let's go. Vizima awaits.
Come. Quickly, Geralt. Let's leave this cursed place. The city gates are just up the road. Vizima lies beyond this gate. I hope we never return here.
Me too. The beast is dead. The salamanders are dead.
And the peasants.
I have a pass. Mikkel should let us enter.
Let's go. Geralt, talk to the guard. Let's get out of here.
Mikkel, I need to enter the city. I have a pass.
I wanted to say I was sorry. I apologize, Witcher.
Apologize to Ilsa, Mikkel.
Sergeant, that Witcher's here. The one I told you about. Who do we have here, Mikkel? Is this the man we want? Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. It's that filthy freak, the Witcher. A blasphemer and a counterfeiter, do I guess well? Yes, he asked who's allowed into the city. They came with that letter of safe conduct from the Order. Well, if that's a knight of the Order, then I'm Princess Ada.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, let me out of here. I'm innocent. Those £5 of Fistek were for personal use. Hey, you, jailer, at least move me. I don't want to be with the politicals. Politics makes you rot. I'm a decent thief. Let me out.
Shut your trap! I'm busy!
Jethro, keep it down. You looking to kill me?
That thief's bugging me. Thief, right. And I'm here with the politicals. Scandalous.
I said shut up! Stop screaming or on my mother's life I'll bloody smash your junky mouth.
Abso-fucking-lutely beautiful.
What's your problem, Whitey? You wanna dance to Viziman? Come on, I wanna see your hands in the air.
Jethro, open the cell.
Ooh, scared? Soft as butter. Come on, Whitey, what you got?
Back off.
What, you wanna fight or not?
Professor, move it. You're free.
How ironic, our paths cross again. So near and yet so far. Fear not, Witcher, we'll meet again. I assure you.
You're making a mistake. This man's a murderer.
You fail to grasp the basic rules governing this world. You're a genetically modified murderer with no place in modern society. But we'll tend to that problem next time. Farewell.
I can't wait.
Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. So, we got all of our stuff taken away and we got thrown into jail, so we're gonna have to, we can pass the time waiting for the quest to advance by talking to this guy. You can play dice poker with him. There's not really much point because it's low stakes and I don't like to play any more than necessary, so you can just go in, talk to him, and he'll start at the poker screen, but if you immediately exit out, you don't have to do it, and it just advances the quest.
Tomorrow's my big day.
Why are you here, Elf?
Delighting in the last moments of my life. Or trying to. I hang tomorrow. I have a request. I've always found games pleasant, and Jethro let me keep my dice. If you don't have your own set, we can share mine.
All right, you maggots. The king in his mercy will pardon whoever subdues the cockatrice in the sewers.
Pardon? What about half the kingdom, the princess's hand in marriage?
Clever. Watch what you say, Witcher. Political jokes could get you in trouble.
I'll slay the monster.
Too late. There's another volunteer.
I'm the better candidate.
The creep in the corner claims he'll defeat it bare-fisted.
Which creep?
Yo-ho!
That tub of lard? You're kidding.
You want freedom? Fight for it. Whoever wins faces the cockatrice.
Piece of cake.
So, fun fact, if you fight him and you somehow manage to lose, which I have no idea how you would, you have to stay in prison. He gets to go fight it, but when Vincent finds out he dies trying to do it, you still get to go back down there, so it's not game over technically.
I'll defeat you, then thrash that lizard and go free.
Let's do it.
You bastard. Bastard. You couldn't have beaten me without your spells.
I saved your life. The cockatrice is no joke.
Next time, you'll get beaten. Oh, I'm itching to slap some...
Congratulations. You won the right to slay the beast.
I'm almost proud.
Want to slay the beast, or would you rather just stand there?
I need a weapon.
That's funny. We recently confiscated a Witcher's sword.
Where?
Not your business. Jethro, bring that silver sword.
The one we found at Thaler's?
Yes, idiot. That one.
Can I have it?
Get it from Jethro. The rest of your gear's in deposit for afterwards.
Fine.
One more thing. I'll pay extra for the monster's head, provided it's undamaged.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, the sword. Where was it?
Hurry up. I don't have all day.
Yes, we also confiscated a potion. Once you've completed your task, collect your belongings from behind the bars.
I'll ask about it. Then I'll get the professor.
Stupid. The professor just does the wet work. If you want to be effective, you'd strike at his boss. Though I doubt you'd succeed. He's a big player. He has... concessions.
Connections, you mean? I'll find him.
First, you gotta survive your meeting with the cockatrice.
Watch my belongings. I'll be back, and I'll want everything returned.
Oh, you're a Witcher?
Indeed.
White hair, vertical pupils, signs of mutation?
Skip the medical exam.
Forgive me. I meant no harm. I'm Siegfried, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'm Geralt.
I've heard much praise concerning the combat skills of Witchers.
If you don't mind, I have some work to do down here, and I'd like to get it done fast.
A cockatrice, correct? That's why I'm here.
Let's talk.
Yes?
What do you know about cockatrices?
Cockatrices, also known as scoffins, are a kind of ornithosaur. They're twice the size of a large bird. The link between reptiles and birds. They resemble roosters, hence their common name.
Go on.
The cockatrice is frequently mistaken for a basilisk, but they're two separate species. Contrary to common belief, the cockatrice's gaze does not turn people to stone, but one should beware of its beak. The monster's beak is apt to tear its opponent's vital organs out with surgical precision. Often, the victim is slain immediately, especially when taken from behind.
So how would you say the beast can be killed?
You'll need to excel at swordsmanship. Without a silver sword, it'll be more difficult. A cockatrice likes to sneak up from behind and attack.
Anything useful to be taken from the carcass?
Its eyes are quite a versatile component, and precious. Its tail feathers are even more valuable.
Impressive knowledge.
I confess my knowledge of monsters ends with the cockatrice. My late father, Ike of Danel, may he rest in peace, left me an engraving of the beast. There were many more engravings, but they were lost inside a manticore's stomach. Only the cockatrice's image survived.
My sympathies. Did you hunt the manticore too?
No, I wasn't at home at the time. When I returned, I discovered my father, despite his infirmity, had decided to fight the manticore. He asked to be tied to a horse, and with a prayer, he charged the beast. As you can surmise, he met a tragic end.
When I reached the site of their struggle, the monster was in horrible pain, seconds from dying. When it could not dislodge my father from his armor, it nearly swallowed the old man whole. Later, they would say the sacred fire in Ike's soul burnt the monster's heart.
A heroic death.
May he rest in peace.
Think you can kill the cockatrice?
The sacred flame will guide me.
What prompted you to enter the sewers after a beast?
It threatens Vizima. The Order's been fighting beast for a while, rather effectively, too.
Wait, that's Witcher's work.
You Witchers are relics and few in number. You're no competition. The Order demands no payment for protecting humans.
I suppose fairies funded your armor and castles.
I've no desire to argue. We're both here. There's no reason to await the other's turn, especially while there are drowners here too. Let's join forces instead. I long to see your combat skills, and I assure you, my sword is at your disposal.
So usually there's no point in turning him down and not having him help you, because, you know, an extra sword and someone to help you distract the drowners and the monsters, so, you know, it's always a good idea to take him with you. He's also a pretty cool guy.
Agreed. Let's go.
You lead. Flaming Rose! Get
behind you.
The cockatrice is dead. Now, where was the exit?
I don't think I can go back the way I came.
Come, I'll lead you to the exit. Take the cockatrice's head. Vincent pays well for trophies.
Very well, though it reeks.
Make haste.
That door leads out of the sewers. So, this is where we part. But...
Quiet. I hear footsteps.
Odd. Few would dare venture here.
He's the one-head bastard. Kill him, and I'll take him. Flaming Rose!
Friends of yours?
You could say so. The thugs with the salamander sign have been bothering me for a while.
Who knew you'd be in the sewers?
The captain of the guard, the loon from the jail, and the prisoners. I fought the cockatrice for my freedom.
A limited number of suspects. You'll likely solve the mystery when you find the leader of those bandits. I have a friend in Vizima, a detective. See him for help.
Where are you headed?
I have things to attend to at my quarters. Then I'll venture out in search of beasts, as the world is still filled with them.
You did well, Siegfried. Glad we met. I need to recover my things.
Make sure you get everything. Jethro is known to have sticky fingers.
Let's get out of here.
Here's the key for the passage to town. A few days ago, I locked the door to keep the cockatrice in.
Thanks. I'd rather not go back the way I came.
We might meet again if ever you visit the sewers. At times I venture down here in search of monsters.
Ah, your sacred mission of protecting humankind?
Your sarcasm is unnecessary. We're on the same side, Witcher. You'll realize this one day.
Farewell, and thanks.
If you ever need me, I'll be at my quarters in Vizima.
Alright, so we got the head, so all we have to do is go back and talk to Jethro and get our stuff, but before we do that, we're going to start by stashing our loot in the new inn that's in the city, so that we can carry all of our stuff back that we had confiscated from us, so we're going to go ahead and do that real quick.
Vizima's temple quarter. Whores, murderers, and beggars. Salamandra's base must be near. Interesting. The private eye Siegfried mentioned could be helpful. Have to start somewhere.
And yeah, like before, we're not going to be starting any quests until we do grinding first, so I'm going to ignore everything, stash stuff in the inn, pick up my stuff from Jethro, and then we're going to start the grinding.
Vizima boasts a bad neighborhood.
Well, well. Swords on your back, white hair. You ran away from a circus?
No, still a member. But I hear they're looking for you.
Sharp tongue. Good fella. What can I get you?
You killed the cockatrice. On behalf of King Foltest, I grant you an official pardon.
Finally, this absurdity is over.
Take your belongings from the trunk before I sell them. And remember the reward on the cockatrice's head. Vincent gets very excited about trophies. I can finally relax. I'll inspect what we've confiscated here. Good quality gear.
Alright, Alright, so we finally got our stuff back, and surprise, surprise, the parcel we got from Heron, from the hot potato quest to deliver, is missing. So we'll talk to Jethro about that later, but right now we don't want to advance any quests. Same for the cockatrice head, we're going to hold on to that, because that'll also give us static experience. And now we're finally starting to look like a real Witcher. We got a steel and a silver sword. Next we're going to do is I'm going to go back over to the inn area, find a campfire, we're going to meditate and level up. We're going to wait till morning, and then we're going to start a little side quest to unlock our grinding area, but we're not actually going to turn in the side quest until after we finish the grinding.
Slashing like a seasoned killer.
Damn it!
So for this level up, we're going to go ahead and get Repel and Dexterity. Go ahead and level up our Fast Steel also, increase damage and get a second attack sequence. And make our Hellhound Soul so we can get our first silver talent.
Oh, I'm itching to slap somebody.
And with that, we're going to get Strength level 3. And sleep until dawn.
My balls itch. What? My balls itch.
So you're going to want to come down here and talk to this con artist to start off one of the side quests that we're going to need.
You look able with a sword.
What is it?
I hid family valuables just before the war, and now...
You want to hire a stranger to retrieve them? You're kidding, right?
I know you well enough. I saw your sort during the war, death marching alongside them.
What's the deal?
Keep it all, as long as you return the family ring to me.
Why is this ring so precious?
With that ring, I'll come into my inheritance.
Tell me more, but know that I don't kill humans.
Don't jump to conclusions. Undead linger near my belongings. All I want is the return of my ring.
Fine. And I keep everything but the family ring?
Yes, all yours in return for the ring. This key will open the gate in the sewers.
Where exactly will I find this treasure?
Enter the sewers and look for a gate. Beyond is the crypt where I hid the chest.
And where will I find you when I return?
I'll wait here every morning.
So these are the monsters we're going to be grinding up against in here. It's the Graveear, which is a lot more powerful than your Ghoul and Al Ghul, but they give the most experience in this chapter. One-on-one, they're pretty easy. 2-on-2 is okay, but anything more than that's a stretch. I'll pretty much be grinding in here until level 15. So thankfully there's a fireplace over here. So rest every 24 hours once you run out of Graveears, and then you can just keep doing that and they'll just keep respawning. You keep grinding until at least level 15 is usually what I would do. So this right here is the crate where we loot, but we don't want to loot it because it'll give us static experience. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. This is the fireplace over here. And so pretty much what I'll be doing is sleeping 24 hours, killing the Graveears, sleeping, killing the Graveears, and I'll be running back and forth to the box and things like that. And I'll be buying up all the books again, pretty much just like chapter 1. So that'll be about it. And that's about it for this episode. I've been going way too long, so I'll see you again in part 5.